Now, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to open up your browser and go to www.alvas.net. And as you can see here, we see the link for Alvas.Audio. Let me tell you a little bit about Alvas.Audio. Alvas.Audio is a C# audio library that enables C# and VB.NET developers to add audio capabilities to different .NET applications. The library allows C# and VB.NET developers to create applications that play, including mix sound, record and convert uncompressed or compressed audio data. You can encode and decode dialogic.vox format data. The first thing that we want to do is we want to set a reference to our Alvas.Audio component library that we've downloaded. I've already done so, but I'll go ahead and walk you through that process. We basically are going to our desktop location where we've downloaded the Alvas.Audio component library, and we've already extracted the files to the desktop. Open here the Alvas.Audio folder, go to the bin folder and choose the Alvas.Audio DLL. Okay, and so we have our reference set. Now let's take a look at the form that we have set up to convert WAV to MP3 files. We have 2 labels, 2 text boxes, and 3 buttons. Let's click on our first button. Okay, and here our first button is the button audio file 1 click event, which basically loads the audio file. Okay, and the method load audio file 1 uses an open file dialog, opens up the file dialog showing it, and we choose the audio file that we want to convert from a WAV to an MP3 file. And in this case, we're going to choose a WAV file. Let's go back. Our second button is set the output file name. It goes to this method, which basically takes the folder browser dialog and it shows the dialog to the user. We're basically taking the information from the folder browser dialog. We're going to take that path, we're going to take a system.io.path and get the file name without the extension. In this case, it's going to be .wav. We're going to strip the path of the extension, and then we're going to add our MP3 or .mp3. Let me add a line here so you can see this. We're going to add underscore converted to MP3. And we're going to place that in our txt output file name .text property. That's this text box here. Okay. Now, let's get to the meat of the application, which is convert to MP3, which is this button here. Let's double click on it to go to its click event. Here, we're going to go to the convert WAV to MP3 method. Now, in this method, on the first line, we're going to take a system.io file stream called ofile1, and we're going to open up the txt audio 1 text property. And remember, our txt audio 1 text box contains the path to the WAV file that we're going to convert. On the next line, we're going to take an Alvas.Audio wave reader, and we're going to set that instance name to O-Wave Reader 1. And we're going to read the file stream. Okay, O file 1. Our next line, we're going to set a pointer to the original format of O-Wave Reader 1. We're going to read that format, place that value into the original audio format. Our next line, we're going to set up a byte array called Wave Reader Data. And we're going to use the O-Wave Reader 1 object and read the data, passing those bytes into the Wave Reader Data byte array. Our next line, we're going to close the O-Wave Reader object. Next, we're going to set a pointer called MP3 format to the compatibility format based on the original audio format, which is a WAV file. And we're going to get the compatibility format of the MP3 layer. So we're going to use an Alvas.Audio audio compression manager .get compatible format method, passing in the original format pointer and setting that up with an MP3 format. Our next line, we're going to take a byte array called data, and we're going to use an Alvas.Audio audio compression manager to convert from the original audio format, the WAV format, to the new MP3 format using the Wave Reader Data byte array. On our next line, we're going to take a system.io binary writer called O binary writer, and we're going to set up a binary writer to write to a file that we're going to create using a system.io file create method, using the txt output file name, which is our output file name, using the text property of the text box that we populated once we used the second ellipse button to choose the destination path of our output file. Our next line, we're using the O binary writer object to write the data, okay, which we populated with the byte array. Okay, remember we used the Alvas.Audio audio compression manager .convert method, and we populated that data byte array. We're going to use the byte array, and we're going to write that out using the O binary writer .write method. And our last line, we're simply going to close the O binary writer object. And at this point, we have successfully converted a WAV file to an MP3 file. Now let's see our application in action. Let's fire up our debugger. And let's go ahead and minimize Visual Studio. Now here's our form, and let's choose a WAV file. And I have a WAV file. Let's choose the night sound sample. First, let's listen to the night sound sample. Okay, and so we're going to set this as our input file. Now we're going to choose our destination, and we're just going to set it to be the desktop. And as you notice, we've taken the input file, which is nightsoundsample.wav, and we've set our output file name to nightsoundsample _ converted to .mp3. Let's click on the convert to MP3 button. And we're going to get the Alvas.Audio trial version reminder dialog box, just reminding us that we need to purchase a valid copy of the Alvas.Audio component library. Click OK. And the process is complete. Let's listen to our newly converted WAV to MP3 file. Excellent. This is Michael Thompson with Play Heavy Incorporated. Stay tuned for the last video of this series, where I'm going to show you how to combine all of the applications in this series into one application, where you're going to join two audio files. You're going to convert MP3 to WAV format. You're going to convert WAV to MP3, all in one application. So stay tuned for that next video. You don't want to miss it. So head on over to www.alvas.net. Download the Alvas.Audio component library, and I think you'll be very satisfied with how it performs, what it enables you to do with audio, and you'll be able to implement this into your next audio project. This is Michael Thompson with Play Heavy Incorporated. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Have a great day. And oh, by the way, leave me a comment.